So welcome everybody to today's interview in the frame of our CESI Talks series. This is a series through which we want to sensitize a little bit citizens, but also our members and their affiliates for the upcoming European elections next year. And this is why we, of course, have many interviews and hear the voices of many movers and shakers here in Brussels, policymakers at national and at EU level. And today I have the very great pleasure to welcome Alicia from Ginel from Spain, member of the SND group, and of course, member, which is for us always of utmost importance, also of the Committee on Employment and Social Affairs. Alicia, welcome.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
The Commission President, surprisingly, more or less, declared or announced this year as being the European Year of Skills. What should we do with that? How should we work with that, and how should we seize it? What can we do now if somebody says this is the European Year of Skills? What should follow from it?
Yes, well, I think it is really good news that this year is the European Year of Skills. We are coming from 2022, that was the European Year of Youth. And I think that having the European Year of Skills right after is quite good as a continuation, no? of putting also young people in the core of the policies at European level. I think it's an important topic to have this year as the European Year of Skills, because we have seen during this mandate, and we have seen it also because of COVID, the war, and everything that is going on in the world, that the digitalization and the green transitions, the twin transitions that we call, are really important. And we need, I mean, many sectors will be affected with these transitions, and we need them to be socially fair. And to leave no one behind means that we will need in some sectors to reskill or to upskill. I mean, all this process of skilling people in order to enter in all these new sectors that will be created for those that will be that will disappear slowly. No, so it's really important that we take this year seriously. Also for the businesses, it's really important that they take care of the workers, of giving them the opportunity, of having this skilling process, because it will affect everybody. We have seen that with COVID, I mean, it goes faster, but it's there, it's already there. So we need to work to, as I said, to leave no one behind. Because if not, we will have a huge problem. No, so it's really good that this year is called like that. And also, I would like to add some points on these years, because young people and women, as always, can be the most affected for this, and we need to take care that they are not suffering more that we used to suffer, in this sense. So I would say that there are 4 points that are crucial for this European Year of Skills. One is to ensure decent working conditions, I mean, in general, but also in the reskilling and the skilling process. It's really important that we ensure it. Also, another important point in this skilling process is the participation of women in the STEM sectors, and also in artificial intelligence sector, in order to ensure that women are in those sectors, and to combat the stereotypes that are always there. Also, we need to attract people from all around Europe, but also from outside to have the skills needed in all the sectors to cover everything. And also, last but not least, because for me it's an important topic, also update the quality framework for traineeships is really important in this skilling process, and it affects mostly to young people. because we need to support the training and in the labor market and the participation of young people. So I think that these 4 points, between many other, of course, are quite important in this European Year of Skills.
Alicia, you mentioned that also, of course, given these tremendous transitions we are facing, that of course workers need to be skilled, and when we speak of skills, we speak of vocational education and training, and then we have the next step, and you mentioned that already, of course, the issue of traineeships. And we have always the feeling that traineeships should be, how could I say, much more valued that they actually are currently. And if we speak of the quality framework for traineeships, what is for you the most important issue to be addressed, so that we really have also a system which guarantees, or structures in place which guarantee that traineeships are of high quality and are indeed also useful, while respecting, of course, the trainees or the interns themselves?
Yeah, actually, this is a really important topic for me as a young person, and I mean, I live this situation, and also I'm working right now in the revision of the quality framework of traineeships. I'm the shadow rapporteur of the S&D group. So we have seen during these years that, I mean, the poor quality of traineeships in Europe has convinced us of the urgency of this topic and the need to put an end of these abusive practices that exist, because we cannot deny it. This is happening. And in the long term, it condemns a lot of young people to a precarious situation until they are well into their 30s. So, I mean, it's really hard to face this situation, no? So we have a recommendation in 2000. We had a recommendation in 2014 on the quality framework of traineeships, but I mean, it's obvious. I mean, we have seen it, that is not enough, because it has not been applied. I mean, it's a recommendation in the end. So we don't have data. We don't have, I mean, the proper resources to see if it's good enough or not. I mean, I think that the result is that it was not enough to solve this huge problem that young people mostly is facing, no? And we have seen it in this mandate, and in the European Parliament, we had several resolutions demanding the end of these practices. Actually, the last one was in the employment guidelines, where I was the rapporteur. That was adopted in October last year, and we were demanding to stop these abuses. Also, we need to take into account that we, as a European Parliament, we are the institution that is directly elected by the citizens. And we had this process on the Conference on the Future of Europe, that it was really important. And one of the conclusions of the conference was to end up with these unpaid internships and all this situation of abuse that people is living. So I would say that, I mean, unpaid internships, of course, are discriminatory. And in the end, if they are unpaid, only the people that can afford it can make it. And we are not here to legislate only for these people. We are here to legislate for everybody and to give opportunities to everybody. So we, as S&D group, we had always a really clear position in this sense, and it is nothing new on our position on that. And now that we are negotiating this new framework, we want to go a step further and go to legally binding instruments. So we want to call for a directive that I mean, the member states should apply, and to end up with these practices, and that regulate in the end the traineeships in the European Union. We need to see. I mean, in the negotiations, we are in this process where we can arrive. But one point that we have really clear is that they need to be paid, because of course an unpaid internship will not pay the bills. and we need to give a guarantee. Decent working conditions and decent life to these people, no? And to end up with I want to end up with something that is really important regarding young people and this topic. I think we are in front of the most prepared generation. We have been working a lot to have our future. No, we are building our future through a lot of effort. And now I think that we need to deliver as institutions, as politicians, to young people, because I mean, yes, people say we are the future, but we are the present, and we need to build our future through the present. So it's really important topic for us, and I hope that the negotiations will go well and we will end up with this situation.
Alicia, a final question to you. I mean, you're a young person, you are very dedicated to social aspects. You have spoken of vulnerable groups, of precariousness. You have been the rapporteur also on the employment guidelines for this year, if I'm not mistaken. And quite some dossiers are lying on the table also of the EMPL committee. What dossier, what file, what proposal is especially close to your heart?
Well, especially close to my heart, I would say this quality framework for traineeships, because I mean, I remember when I engaged the youth of my party, one of my first demands was this one. So it's something that I'm working since many years ago. But going to the EMPL committee, I would say that during this mandate we have seen, and I think it's really positive, no, that the social aspect at European level is really important. Maybe the situation of COVID, of war, has helped, but it's true that we have put the social policies at the core. We have many important files. I mean, if I have to say one, it is quite complicated because we have many files now ongoing on the EMPL committee. But there is one that maybe is especially important, that we have adopted the position of the European Parliament a few months ago, that I would say it's the Platform Workers Directive. I mean, there are many. I mean, we manage with the minimum wages. I mean, we had many examples, but right now I would say the Platform Workers Directive, also because it will change the paradigm. It was a sector that was not regulated at all, and we have seen that it put many people, many workers on precarious situations. Also, young people that they work on this sector. So I think it's really important that now they are on ongoing negotiations with the council, with the commission, and also the parliament. We will vote on the final decision. I hope that by the end of the year, more or less, we will see. It depends on the timing of the negotiations and the point that would be difficult. But yeah, I mean, we have seen this Monday that, as I said, I mean, social policies are at the core of the European Union, and we need to keep pushing for that and to improve working conditions of the workers all around Europe, because times are hard sometimes, and we need to legislate to protect the workers. I mean, we are here for that, and we need to deliver to our citizens.
Thank you very much, Alicia. I would add here, of course, from a trade union perspective, that, and here the Commission also has proposed a package. Social dialogue and interest representation is so fundamentally important, and that's what we like also about the proposed platform economy directive, that it also, to our understanding, would open many leeways to efficient, effective interest representation, social dialogue, and collective bargaining. And this is why we're very much in favor. We share your views on this file. Alicia, many, many thanks for your time and for your enthusiasm and commitment, and all the best to you for the rest of the mandate, and probably, hopefully, a new one.
Thank you very much, and I'm really happy to share my time with you.
Thank you, Alicia.
Thank you.